Hello everybody. So I decided I wanted to use my camera for today's video, but I also don't want to edit because I want to get this video out quickly, so this is going to be just kind of one take without edit, so I will do my best to keep everything streamlined. I don't really have anything big planned today. This was, my first week off from work, and I had originally thought with all this time off I'd be able to get all the videos planned for the rest of the month and we'd be all golden, but that didn't happen. Um, I can think of many reasons why, but I'm not going to go into them now. So, ultimately, what I'm going to do for today's video is I have two things that I should have said but didn't. A very quick response and a bit of a longer response. So, first, the two things I should have said but haven't yet. Um, First things first, Graham, congratulations on a tour well done. I've really enjoyed watching your tour vlogs. And, yeah, congratulations. Good job on being. I'm really glad you're able to go on tour. Well, with everything being the way it is right now, I'm glad that you were able to do that mini tour. And, yeah, I watched all the videos. You two sound really great together. It was nice. It was nice to hear some songs from your sets, and yeah, good job on that. And this is why I usually write things down, because then I just kind of keep rambling. Secondly, second thing I should have said already, Alicia, congratulations on doing a podcast. I obviously don't know exactly what goes into making a podcast, but I imagine it's not easy, and it's certainly never easy to take things that you create and just kind of send them out into the world. So congratulations on that. Should have said something sooner because that was earlier in the month, but I didn't, and so we're here now. So yeah, congratulations on that. Quick response time. This is really just a quick response on one specific thing in one of Tessa's videos. When you talked about characters you relate to, you mentioned the Magic Tree House series, and I got very excited because I grew up on the Magic Tree House series, and I don't very often hear other people talk about it, so it's always nice to hear other people mention it, and it was nice to hear you mention Magic Tree House series. I am a big fan of that series. I grew up on it, so it was nice to hear about it from someone else. Finally, bit of a longer response, hopefully not too long, because I imagine this video has already gone on for a bit. But to Caleb's video, when you talked about when nostalgia breaks, to me that's always been an interesting topic, because like you, a lot of the times when people have done something to fall out of public favor, I've stopped watching them. Nostalgia Critic, like you mentioned, but also Tobuscus for me specifically. I had always stopped watching them by the time the big bad thing happened. But I think Harry Potter's an interesting thing, and kind of a different thing, because the community itself is stronger than J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling has proven herself to be just kind of overall terrible. And again, like you mentioned, there's kind of been seeds of that, and she's just been more upfront about it as of late. But the reason why I don't feel like I need to completely separate myself from the Harry Potter world is partly because it's just such a big part of my childhood. I grew up on it, so I just don't think that I can separate myself from the Harry Potter world, but also just because I do think the community has proven that it can grow without J.K. Rowling. Like, it doesn't need J.K. Rowling to continue doing what it was already doing. The Harry Potter community was already supporting everybody, and so they don't need J.K. Rowling, especially if J.K. Rowling is going to prove herself to not be a good person and to not follow the same kind of messages that she put in her books. Her books are all about how important love is and how we should love each other, and she's going around not loving everybody. But the community, even like the very actors who played the characters that she created, are coming forward and saying that JK's wrong and she needs to be more loving than she is right now. Not all of the actors, unfortunately, but most of the actors are doing that. So yeah, to me, the Harry Potter community is just so strong and so loving and so upfront and outspoken about how wrong J.K. Rowling is about the trans community, and they're calling her out on all her they're calling her out on all her bullshit. And so, to me, that just is a good indication that, like, I can still enjoy the Harry Potter series because the community itself is so much better than its author. So, that is my thoughts on it anyway. I imagine this video has gone on for a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up now. The last 3 days of this month should be more edited videos, hopefully. But until then, I will see all of you tomorrow.